welcome to Valkyrian Wolfsong's channel. I'm Valkyrian.
And I am Wolfsong.
And today we're going to be doing a discussion on a trendy topic, I guess you can say.
Well, a three-part trendy topic.
Yes, three-part trendy topic.
It's going to be, we say three-part because we're breaking it into three parts for time's sake. We have three topics that we're going to address, and that would be anime,
Over-sexualization,
and anime cosplay, and
gaming.
female armor.
Yes.
In games. We're starting with the female armor, which I've actually seen more on this than I have the others.
Yes. It's a more hot topic.
Now, at the end of the third video, the reason that we're going ahead and telling you it is a three-part, because at the end of the third video, I have a very serious question that I'm going to address that is going to link all three. So that is why we're doing that.
Well, let's get started with female armor and how it works and why it is the way it is.
It doesn't work.
Exactly. So it fails right there, unless it is a correct one, such as Skyrim's female armors, without mods. Going ahead and addressing that because there are mods to where the...
Well, just go ahead and say this right now, because most of the games that I'm aware of, seen other people talk about and everything, they have mods that will make any of the ones that have proper female armor, they have mods that will make them improper. Right. So, we are talking about the games in their original form when we say that they are doing it right,
which is
in our opinion.
And actually, I can't say Skyrim. I have to say Bethesda if I said their name right, and I'm sorry if I didn't. But the company that makes the Elder Scrolls series, all their armors for females are properly adjusted. That they fit the way they should. But the only thing that they could take out is a little bit on the breast for the female with the armor. Which game? No, that's Forgotten Realms. Owns them.
Okay. I'm getting my games confused.
Yes, Baldur's Gate is owned by Forgotten Realms.
Okay.
And Dungeons and Dragons.
Now,
and Wizards of the Coast.
Now, as a female, I will admit that I don't think like a typical female in a lot of these instances. My problem with female armor is not that it's over-sexualizing us.
It's the over-sexualizing that it doesn't function properly.
No, that has nothing to do with over-sexualizing. It has something to do with the fact that there is a huge flaw. If I went into battle in the armor that most of these games give females, it would be useless.
Yeah.
It would be absolutely useless. That is my gripe. I mean, some of it that I've seen is flat out tacky.
Yes.
In my opinion. I mean, just flat out tacky. But maybe somebody out there likes it. So, hey, okay. My problem with it is that it is absolutely useless. It protects nothing that needs protected.
No, not at all.
Even the ones that just show cleavage. When you show cleavage, in most cases, if it's showing it enough, you are completely opening up the space for your heart. One arrow, one thrown dagger, anything, you're dead. You need some protection there. Around your throat, so a thief or a sneak or an assassin can't come up and cut your throat. I mean, these are my complaints with it.
And for the ones out there that like this just because of, oh, I get to play a game and I can play as a sexy female and wear almost non-existing armor just because that's what you want to see, go watch Queen's Blade. You'll be happy with it.
Well, I mean, I admit there are, and I'm not even going to say this about all male gamers or all female gamers or anything like that, but there are ones out there that I don't care what you do, they're going to sexualize it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I've seen YouTube videos where the guys sit there and admits they play a female character so they can watch her ass bounce.
Right.
I mean, that is going to happen. It is going to be a long, long, long time before that's going to change, if it ever does.
Who knows? It may not. It might get worse. It might get better.
So, again, that is not my issue with the...
In case you're wondering why the giggling fit has hit her, she just hit the stand that the microphone and the camera that we use for recording on.
But I'm laughing at the look I got.
Because she's done this before when we've been recording our Let's Play videos.
Sorry, I moved
Or
my
getting
feet.
ready to record our Let's Play videos. And I've gotten the camera and the microphone in its proper position. And then she kicks this little stand I've got them on and I have to readjust everything.
Okay, I know several people have seen it. It's the little thing that's been passed around online where your feet don't touch the ground, so you swing them like a little kid. I have that issue in most chairs. I'm not exactly tall. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here in my chair swinging my foot, and I accidentally hit it.
I'm sorry that I can put my feet on the ground in high seats. And in low seats, not only can I put my feet on the ground, but my knees can come up to my head.
Not my issue. Anyway, going back to the topic at hand.
Leaving this blooper in for principle of the matter, so that way y'all will know. For if I state this video took 5 takes. It's more than likely because I had to readjust the mic and the camera because someone kicks it. Continuing with the topic now. Female armors and how they don't work because they don't function properly on certain games. Now, as I stated, the Elder Scrolls series, they've gotten it right. They're one of the ones that will come to mind first that gets it right with how it should properly be. Because female armors without a helmet on Skyrim and Oblivion, Morrowind, and if I ain't even mistaken, Dagger Falls and Arena. I don't know if you can actually see your characters on them. I've only played a few minutes into Arena. But the females are covered in all their armors that should be the tank and armors for them, such as the plate or chainmail or scale mail or dragon hide. They cover them from the bottom, from the top of their neck all the way to the feet, as long as you have all the pieces on. And if you wear the helmet, they have helmets that are fully covering of the entirety on the head, or just the face is revealed.
I know you've stated before that the argument is that it needs to be like armor. 90% of the time, I play a character that wears light armor. That's just the type of characters I go for. There are already enough flaws. Well, not flaws. They're not flaws. They're actually, it is truthful. When you wear a lighter armor, you don't have as much protection. But that's my point. It is a light armor. It's not as sturdy or as much protection as plate armor. So you don't need the added bonus of, hey, I'm just going to show all my vital organs so you can stab me from afar.
No, you don't need that on the plate armor.
You don't need it on the light armor.
No, you don't need it on the light armor. You need that on the geisha armors, I guess. I don't know if that's the proper term or not, because I can't use Kunoichi for female ninjas because actual female ninjas are still covered when they're the way they're supposed to be if it's done properly.
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
I have. That's something I've researched into, and they're covered that way. From the only thing you can see skin-wise on them is their eyes, and maybe the tips of their fingers. That's it.
I'd have to have tips on my fingers. I can't anyway.
And that's all that you get revealed on the skin. But now, when we'll address this, since I brought up Kunoichi for the Naruto fans out there, that'll be brought up in the next video.
When we address the anime.
Right. Because this is on female armors for gaming. Now, our opinion is it's not necessary and it's not needed and it shouldn't be there in the original game. Now then, with that being said, what should the gaming companies make it then? Well, you don't want this, then how should we do it? Completely cover them all up? Make it and put the sexy armor in there, But put it as DLC. For that way the people that do want it can get it that way.
Yeah.
And whether it's a microtransaction or not, or it's free, you can still get it. But I don't know. I want to say the majority is people don't want it. But I could be wrong on that. And if I am wrong, then I'm wrong, and I'm sorry. But no, I'm not going to go into a game store and look around and pick up a game and play it just because, hey, it's got a cover with a half-naked woman on there. Maybe if I play this game, I can see that half-naked woman. No.
Well, look at it this way, too. The last statistic that I saw, and this may be a couple of years old, I don't know, I don't remember. But the statistic was that 47% of gamers are female.
Yes.
Now, I realize there are going to be some lesbians in there. I'm not speaking for them. But for the typical, well, the females that are straight, that do play, we go in there and we see that, and it's a turnoff for us. I mean, I know there are females that like the sexier armor, and so I guess that's not exactly accurate. But at the same time, I've seen some beautifully done armor that cover doesn't needed to.
Right.
I mean, it was very tasteful, very just gorgeous armor. So I don't see what the big deal with that is.
No, there's no point to it. There isn't. I'm sorry if you're going to make it like that to where it's the high-level armor covers most of the breast, a little bit of the side, and most of the bikini and waistline area, and this is the higher armor for plate. That makes no sense whatsoever. It's not. Now, if it's going to be like that, then it should be magical plate with a shield spell. And then that means they have to get through the invisible shield first. And then there, it makes sense. I still don't see you need to be wearing plate armor like that. But hey, if that's the case, then wear that underneath actual plate armor. But now you're wearing 2 plate armors? You can't do that in most games because there's restrictions in the coding on it for C++ and Python and the other ones that people use. And yes, I know that's geek speak there.
No, there's also the weight issue.
Yeah. But see, if it's magical plate armor and all it covers is a little bit of the boobs, a little bit of the side, and a little bit of the crotch just to hide the naughty bits, then it might weigh what, 2 pounds? Okay, so that's 2 pounds. And now,
no, actually in the games it usually weighs the same as normal armor.
Right. But for realism's sake,
okay,
it would weigh 2 pounds and it would have the magical spell on it. Okay. Well, I can wear this, and then I can put leather armor or plate armor or scale mail armor or dragon plate or dragon scale or whichever other type of armor that's a heavier type over it. And then I'm covered that way for extra protection. But that's my opinion.
I don't see the point in wearing 2 armors, but I understand what you're saying.
Well, see, then it's magical. Basically, it's not magical armor. It's basically magical underwear.
Well, but if they're actually going to put it in there, then that does defeat the purpose, because obviously the purpose of the armor is to see.
Right. But if you're playing in first-person view, what's the point of that? You're not going to see your character. The only time you see your character then is if they do open dialogue cinema scenes.
Okay.
But unless you have anything else to address here, that'll be it for this first topic go around.
Well, I do. I say this now. This is our opinions. None of this is fact. None of this is anything. It's our opinions. So if you have an honest debate to try and discuss with us, not to just fling at us, not to say we're wrong, not any of this,
or to troll,
but to honestly debate with us and make a point, please comment. I'm open to it. I would love to know, because it doesn't make sense to me.
It don't make sense to me.
So please, if you have an honest point other than, well, it's just fiction or anything like that, please comment. I am more than willing to talk with you about this.
Or that it's fantasy. That's how it should be.
Well, that's fiction.
I know, fiction and
Anyway.
fantasy. I want to go ahead and address that too, just in case somebody... Well, you said we can't say fiction. Well, here, it's fantasy. We've covered both fiction and fantasy now.
Make believe.
Make believe. There you go. Fairy tales. Yeah. Tall tales. All that. But anyways, this is Valkyrian.
And this is Wolfsong.
And we are signing off. Thank you for watching and listening to our video. Like, subscribe, comment. Your choice.